Hi everyone, Monique here, Intuitive Soul Savant. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, when I was away on my retreat, I had a few people sign up, 28 people or something like that since I've made a video. This is my 100th video on this channel. Yay. So welcome back to all my loyal subscribers. It's great to be back. Yes, I went on retreat in North Bali, and I'm going to put a little video together soon, and probably when Mercury's finished its retrograde motion, just to show you all, because there's a few places left actually, and it was the most amazing experience that I've ever had. And I've been to India 5 times. So spiritually, energetically, and wow, just a rejuvenation. And it's exactly what I needed after 15 years of the Pluto dark night of the soul. And yeah, I feel reborn now. I actually do feel reborn. And there was many signs and signals. I did a water ceremony, and I did that ceremony where the Indian boat arrived that brought Hinduism to Bali. I'm talking right up the northern Bali, not down south where all the tourists are. So it was a very special experience. But tune in and I'll let you know more about that after Mercury has retrograded. So we've got a full moon tomorrow, 24 hours. And if you are an astrologer, you've been looking all on the internet and what people have got to say, and there's a bit of fear out there about it all. But let's remember, astrology is a story, right? Just like all of our life is a story. The light at the end of the tunnel is not an illusion. The tunnel is the illusion. All right, but here and with me in my life, I've chosen to use that story of astrology to help me on my path to come back to center. So we're not going to get too technical here with astrology. We're more so going to talk about the energy of this full moon, and I will mention, the degrees and what planets are activated here. Now, my advice for this full moon is to calm down, all right, because we're dealing with Aquarius. It's a full moon in Aquarius at 27 degrees, and a full moon means that the moon and the sun are opposing each other. So it's August and we are still in the Leo season. Okay, so the full moon at 27 degrees is opposing the sun at 27 degrees in Leo. Now, what the big rave and excitement about this full moon is, Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, is at 27 degrees of Taurus. So we're having a T-square, right? And, this is big energy. And that's why my advice is, with Aquarius, with Uranus, it affects our nervous system, all right? It affects humans' nervous system. So we really do need to slow down, meditate, and become aware of this energy, right? So Uranus is in Taurus, and Taurus rules the body. Even more reason for us to not fear, to take it easy, and to slow down. Now, Uranus in Taurus is also about resources and finances, okay? So this could be an energy that is affected in your chart. I already know that Scorpios and Taurians are being affected by this full moon. How do I know that? Because I'm communicating with Taurians and Scorpios, and they're going through stuff, okay? They're experiencing uncomfortable energy. And that's all that going through stuff. That's what that means, okay? Now, we also have Saturn retrograding, and we're going to have Venus opposing Saturn. Now, this is also important for those 65, 66, 67 borns, because they're having their second Saturn return. Okay, so we're going to have Saturn opposing the Pluto-Uranus conjunction that those mid-60 babies were born with. So they'll be affected by that. And we have this Mercury retrograde. And Mercury is going to square this energetic Uranus at 27 degrees. This is all going on, okay? And also, Mercury is going to retrograde back through Leo, and this has been a doozy of a retrograde. It's in my first house, okay? So every time Mercury is retrograding in my first house personally, I'm affected, okay? There's 3 a year, 3 to 4 Mercury retrogrades a year, and they don't all affect us the same. It depends on what house they're retrograding in. So over in Bali, I had my wallet stolen, and then I had to get a new license. I had to get a new Medicare card, and also an ATM card, all stolen, right? The money wasn't the issue, it was more about the cards. So there was a lot of phone calls, a lot of things going on, but Optus wouldn't had trouble connecting me on roaming, on overseas roaming, okay? So that was another big issue on the phone to Optus for 3 hours that day that the wallet was stolen. So I've come back and I've decided to go on to astro.com, which is probably the biggest site in the world as far as astrology, free astrology data goes. But I subscribe and I keep all of my charts that I do work for people in, okay? Now, Optus Australia has blocked all Optus Australia users from this site. We cannot get into this site. I've been on the phone with Optus last week for 6 hours, 3 different phone calls. And then, ta-da, it worked for 24 hours and now it's gone dark again. Okay, so the complaints department of Optus will be ringing me. I've been with them for 22 years and, you know, that may end that relationship. So that's what a Mercury retrograde can do. Also, with Mercury retrograde in the past, it's affected my car. I've accidentally left the lights on and run the battery out, or accidentally not realised and run out of petrol. Okay, so these are things that they're the things that Mercury retrograde can affect. However, it depends on your chart. It's not for everybody. So I'm teaching you the real astrology here. It's not, yeah, Mercury's retrograde is going to affect all of us. No, it just depends where Mercury is retrograding. All right. So it's in Leo at the moment, and it's going to retrograde back into Leo and then move forward. And I'll be really glad about that because I really do need my astro.com website. So I've had to accept that, and I've been very patient and use my Capricorn patience to speak to this big telco. And, you know, they gaslit me and said it was my fault, even in Bali when I couldn't do overseas roaming. It was my phone, it was this, it was all that. And eventually it was their back end. And eventually they will get this sorted too. So that's just some examples of a Mercury retrograde. But tomorrow we have this big full moon and, you know, energetically, please take it easy, okay? Because the Uranus energy, the full moon in Aquarius, the Aquarius energy, it does rule the collective, okay? It vibrates. The energy of Uranus and Aquarius vibrates to the energy of the whole collective, all of us together. So without putting fear out there, something could happen in the world, okay? Because it's erratic energy. It's like lightning, and it can come from left field. We cannot contain that energy and know exactly what that energy is going to do, okay? That's the beauty of having all sorts of different energies on planet and living as a human being, is variety. And when it comes to Uranus and to Aquarius, we don't know what's going to happen. We just know that it can come from left field, it can be erratic, it's like a lightning bolt. It rules the higher mind as well, so it could be revelation. Okay, this full moon could bring you revelation about part of your life, your lifestyle, people in your life. And that revelation, you know, the penny drops. When there's a revelation, you know, it tunes our heart, and then we can create change. And that is what Uranus and Aquarius are about, change. Okay, it's also about awakening. All right, because an awakening is change, but it is a fixed sign. Okay, so when we're talking about the human Aquarians, their ruler is all about change, and they walk around the world creating change for others. But Aquarians don't really like to change themselves because it's a fixed sign. So I hope that gives you some understanding regarding this full moon. Now, it you know, just use myself as an example. This Uranus is trining my natal sun. So while all this is going on, there could be good change for me because I'm having a trine from Uranus to my natal sun, even though Uranus is squaring the sun and the moon. So if there's hard aspects in your chart from Uranus, right, which could be placements in Leo, Aquarius, also Scorpio, all right, you know, you may feel this as an uncomfortable feeling, all right, and that's all it is. There's nothing bad, there's nothing good, there just is energy, all right, and that's what this channel is about, learning and understanding energy as we walk the path home together, hand in hand. So I'll be back. Thank you. I've missed you all so much. I hope you get to see this in time for the full moon in 24 hours. If not, just learn from what I've discussed here about Uranian energy, Aquarian energy, and you know, the sun. We understand the sun, we understand Leo, and we understand the shining bright Leo energy, okay, and it's opposing that Aquarius energy. So thanks everybody, namaste, and I hope to see you all very soon. Please pop a comment in the comments box. Please like the video so that others can see this video as well, and hopefully things that I've got to share will be able to touch their hearts too. So thank you, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.